The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
Alright, y'all. So instead of arguing, the question I want you to ask yourself at this point is, are we done? Like, seriously, are we actually done? That's the question you must ask. Is Amber done? Is Anthony done? Because that's really where we are now. There's really nowhere else to go. By the way, Kountry Wayne team, I like the mere fact that, and I want to give you some credit because I don't talk to you very often in my reviews. I like the mere fact that you're starting to put a lot of effects and a lot of like emotional pieces inside of the inside of the comedies. Like they just make for what now, for great fluidity of the content. It kind of makes it very dynamic, and I really love that. I just want to give you all credit for that. Peacefully sleeping, Denisha is inside of the house. Let me state again to people, right? I didn't like the fact that Anthony brought a woman to his marital property, right? You're not really supposed to, right? Meaning not supposed to, as in, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm gonna say why. Because it's like you just don't want to inflame the situation any further. Plus, you don't know what could actually happen, especially if you're really serious about the person you're bringing there. But it seems to me as though like Denisha is more like I don't even know right now if Denisha is taking him serious or he's taking her serious. But it's a tough move for her to do. Another piece of the puzzle is she is a single mother, and I keep saying, as a single mother, you need to protect yourself in all circumstances. You cannot be out here in these streets careless with a careless man like Anthony. But nonetheless, let's proceed. So Amber has the test of a lifetime, and the test that she has is that yesterday Dave dared her and told her, you need to have a conversation with Anthony and not be getting upset. You're too emotional. And he's saying to her, if it's really over, if you didn't watch that skit last night, go watch it. He's saying if it's really over, then you should just have a conversation with Anthony, and that's about it for him to sign. But all this emotion that you're showing is kind of weird. I think that's Dave's way of testing Amber to ask the question, are you really over Anthony, or you're just saying you're over Anthony? That is the thing. By the way, Denisha did the same thing as well with Anthony the other day. People missed it, but she did. When he came back home after Amber, Denisha asked Anthony the question again and asked him to be real about it. And she tried to even see if she could, talk him down and tell him, well, hey, I know that I would feel kind of upset as well too. So it's not like it's going to be over. So she understood the emotion and she tried to pinpoint that to Anthony. I'll give her credit for that. For being at the house, it's still careless. Very interesting. So it was at this point that I realized that when Anthony called Denisha over yesterday, it wasn't just a regular calling her over. He deliberately called her over to play the game. He's playing a game, a very dangerous game. Very, very dangerous game. Let me not make you know that the game is dangerous. But this is a game. It's a tit for tat game. You embarrass me in public, I'm going to find a way to embarrass you. Since as I can't beat you in public because of course you're going to use Dave to say, oh, bigger, richer, whatever it is, I'm going to use something else on you. Wayne, I just want to tell you, I'll tell you again, Wayne, you're doing a wonderful job. I just want y'all to understand this is produced by black people. Like, you know, they say we're not good at theater. And by the way, it's not just America. They say the same thing in Jamaica and the same thing in the Caribbean. They have vehemently make it look as though we're not able to produce good actual skits and things. This is a phenomenal job. Can you imagine a bunch of cell phones and some storylines and a bunch of black people that have some great ideas and improv skills, and they're able to create this? You're hooked to the story. It feel like a show. It feel like you're watching it. And Wayne has provided this as content for his audience. May I tell him, my friend, no matter what, even no matter how bad it might get, you're going to always get my support, because for me, me go support the black content creator. Me understand. Sometimes I get a little bit upset with the Stevie thing and those things. But in general, when you start to go here, you have me. Hook, line, and sinker. Really, really good. Really, really good. Shot.
Anthony.
Notice, he hasn't jumped up. Denisha is frightened because Denisha was sleeping. Amber is upset. What did Dave tell her? No, here's what some people said. What Amber should have done is when she opened the door, she should have taken out her phone and she should have taken pictures of it. That's what I'm saying. She should have recorded some pictures. Matters, doesn't matter depending on what the testimony is, but yes, I understand pictures could work. But she's now an eyewitness to everything in itself, right? She can talk about the clothes, every single piece that's there. So now we examine this storyline and let's look at all different angles and aspects, right? Let's start with Denisha. You are a single mother with a child. Dangerous to be in married people's house and them not all the way over. Because you don't know what a wife they could do, and you have crimes where you have, you know, different things where the wife could do whatever it may be. They're just giving you just thought processes here, friends, right? Not that it won't happen, because it won't. Anthony is wrong for bringing basically a woman inside of the house while him go through a divorce, because it kind of inflammatory. That's number one. Number two, it basically has, what you call it now, it just kind of is disrespectful. However, on the flip side, what was also disrespectful was basically having another man walking up, kissing up, doing whatever you were doing with another man, hugging up, doing whatever with another man at a party, telling your own husband to go home and that it's over in front of other people. That was also disrespectful. So what you have is a tit for tat moment between the two characters them. That's it. It's just who can go lower the best. People say, well, it's not the same thing because it's tit for tat. That's what it is. It's tit for tat. In tit for tat, it's about going lower. You've never ever heard people do your mama jokes? Well, your mama is so this. Your mama is so round that basically your mama is so whatever. Your mama is so skinny that we had to use the Cheerios as a hula hoop. Your mama is so, you never heard those things? It's about going low. So you cannot really sit down and be like, well, you know, only, but you know, she was wrong, there's something, but only Anthony was really, because it's tit for tat. That's what I get. Now, look out for the next scene, because I'll show exactly how her reaction was. Did she react? That's the question. Did she pass Dave's test or did she fail it? Let's find out in the next one. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.